Welcome all to another episode of your favorite podcast. How the hell are you, buddy?
Doing good. Our first in-person episode, man.
I know, it's very exciting. So, with that said, what brew you got, buddy?
Well, since I came to visit you, I had to get a local beer here, Humble Abode, as you're always...
It's my favorite, man.
As you're always
my
drinking.
favorite.
I am drinking something anniversary quadruple IPA. What's IV?
Woo! That would be 4.
That's only 4?
Fourth anniversary quadruple IPA.
11.5%, so holy crap. The last one was what, 9?
9.5. Stepping up your game, man. Stepping up your game.
Pushing my tolerance here, I see.
It'll be a fun episode. Let's just say that.
That's good, though. Ooh, a little bite at the end there.
I would expect that with 11.5%. Yeah.
Woo!
But it's good.
It's good, but that little bite at the end.
I swear, Humble Abode makes only good beers. So.
This is spicy.
I have their new In Hiding American Stout. Mine's only a mild 6.7%.
Oh, almost half.
Yeah. But both of these just came out. I'm going to make sure I don't spill all over the table.
Not today. This time, man. Not this time. How is it?
It's good. It's good. Tastes a lot like Guinness, to be honest with you.
Oh, well, that's one of your favorites, so right up your alley.
It's good, especially for an American stout.
American?
That's weird. Not Irish. American. Anyways, those are our brews. Let's get some banter. Welcome to
Brews and Banter.
All right. On this episode, we have Champions League semifinal first leg review. Man, were they some good games. We have preview of May 11th to May 15th and our top players over 30 years old.
Guys our age.
Yeah. It's weird.
It is weird, right?
Yeah. I know you just turned what?
34. I'm an oldie in the soccer world.
Old as fuck. Welcome to the club. Anyways, let's get to those Champions League semifinals reviews. On the 9th, we had Real Madrid against Manchester City. Oh, what a tasty matchup this was looking to be. You picked City to win.
I did.
I picked a draw.
You got it. You got it, man. Good job.
1 in a billion, but I got it.
Good job.
Yeah. We had Vinny Jr. opening the scoring with some great interchanging with Eduardo Camavinga on the left. Man, how good did they look?
They look fantastic. Especially, Camavinga, for him playing out of position, wow.
Yeah.
He's come out and told Ancelotti he doesn't want to play there. He's a midfielder, he says. But he's doing fantastic.
Yeah, pulling an Ainsley Maitland-Niles.
But 10 times better, yeah.
10 times better. And only 20 years old and has won every trophy known to man.
And then Vinny Jr., man, he's one of the best in that left wing.
Fun. So fun to watch. This time, in between the two of them, interchanging, drifting in the middle, Vinny Jr. smashes it past Ederson in the 36th minute. This was against the run of play, though.
It was. So, just to give everyone a picture of how this first half went, it was pretty much Manchester City controlling possession, doing their little passing around the box, and Madrid looked comfortable, happy, fine with them doing that.
Passive, even.
They were just patient, I would say.
Yeah.
Patient, waiting for their opportunity when they got the ball and they broke the lines of their press, and then they flew forward with the likes of Vinny Jr., Rodrigo, Benzema.
Yeah. They look good going forward.
And they caught him. They got him. Their plan worked.
They did. And Vinny Jr., one of the most exciting talents in all of Europe.
And with a lovely strike past Ederson, dude. A rocket.
Smashed it. Probably, 22, 23 yards out?
Something like that, yeah. Right outside the 18, yeah.
And then we had the leveler. Kevin De Bruyne, the ever-present magician himself.
KDB.
Leveled it for City with a smashing drive of his own, beating Thibaut Courtois in the 67th minute. But there was some revenge on that ball.
Oh, the revenge, yeah. He has a little something against Thibaut Courtois back from those then girlfriend stealing days.
I don't know, girlfriend, wife, whatever it was, 2014, 2004. It was a long time ago.
It was a while ago.
But I mean, I would still hold a grudge.
I would too.
Yeah, I would hold one. But yeah, this one also against the run of play.
And almost in the same spot.
Yeah, almost. And you could tell by that celebration, it meant something to him.
Oh, of course it does. You score a goal at the Bernabeu to level things up. That means something, man.
It does. But Carlo Ancelotti coming out after the game, he thought the ball went over the line, for a throw-in during build-up play. VR reviewed it. They didn't call anything. Was it the right call?
So yeah, VAR looked at it, and obviously the ball went out.
Yeah.
There's no debate about that. The ball went out. But how far does VAR look on these things, man? I mean, Man City had the ball. Camavinga had won the ball and had started a new sequence of play, and he lost it. He made a bad pass into the midfield. They lost it. And then that's when Man City came back and scored. And that's what VAR came back and said, hey, it was a new sequence of play. We're going to let the goal stand. And I agree with them.
Yeah, I do too. It was tough, right? Because the ball went out of play.
That's a mistake on the linesman.
New sequence of events.
That's a mistake on the linesman. He should have made that call, yes. But Real Madrid had a chance to clear their lines before that goal was scored.
Yeah, I mean, if City got the ball and went down and scored, they probably would have called it back.
100%, different story.
Real Madrid got the ball. End of story.
Lost it.
End of story. Both teams look like they didn't really want to take many risks in this game. Man City dominating possession. They really just looked like they were trying to create something, but if it wasn't for Antonio Rudiger, man, what a game he had.
He pulled out his pockets at the end of the night, pulled his car keys, his wallet, his phone, and Erling Haaland. That's right, man. He was glued to Haaland. He was stuck to him.
I wouldn't even say his pocket. It might have been his armpit at times.
Yeah, he was that close to him.
See the video of him just...
He was hovering
in that armpit, looking around him, but man, he was tied to him.
He was. He played fantastic, dude. Eder Militao was suspended for this game.
Yeah. I don't think he starts the next game.
I don't think he should either.
No. That defense looked really good.
It looked really good, didn't it? Yeah, they were comfortable handling.
Especially after the last couple games. Militao has been a liability on defense.
He has, yeah. That Copa del Rey final and that game against Girona, where they led in 4. Yeah.
So I had questions for you.
Okay.
First off, is it time to put Vinny Jr. in the conversation with Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe?
100%, dude. Vinicius Jr. is one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
He is. I mean...
He's definitely one of the most exciting players.
Oh, he's 100% one of the most exciting.
I mean, Erling Haaland's more like a Terminator, right? He just gets the job done, sent to do whatever he wants.
Erling Haaland is the Terminator, and Vinny Jr. is the magician.
Yeah.
You know, if you want a job done, you go to the Terminator, but if you want to watch a show, you go to Vinny Jr., man. He is fun to watch. I love watching. I know you love. I love watching him just go around players. I will admit, Kyle Walker did a very good job.
Yeah. It's similar to the game he had against Mbappe in the World Cup.
That is a very good comparison, yeah. If you watch that Copa del Rey final, that poor right back, he took him inside out. He got
torrid time.
He got tore up.
Yeah, he did.
But he's just fun to watch, man.
He is. He's so much fun. Is he, at this point in his career, better than Neymar?
Ooh, better than Neymar? Probably not quite yet. You know, Neymar...
At what is he, 22, 23?
I think he's 23 or 24.
Okay. Is he better than Neymar was at 22 or 24?
Where was Neymar right at that age? Was he at Barca yet?
I think he was at Barca, yeah.
So no, honestly, that MSN, Messi, Suarez, Neymar, man.
Yeah, they're...
I won't even say arguably. That was the best attacking front in world football.
I mean, statistically, easily the best.
And you have Vinny Jr. He's part of Benzema and Rodrigo. Pretty much has made that right spot Rodrigo's spot. And that's when Real Madrid had BBC.
Mm-hmm.
Benzema, Gareth Bale, and Cristiano. So no, I don't think Vinny Jr. is quite there. Give him a couple years. And then
Rodrigo has the potential too, though.
Oh, he 100% does.
Give him a good young striker. Maybe one Erling Haaland in a couple of years.
I don't know about that. He's more of a winger. You know, he got 2 goals against Chelsea in the quarterfinals. Mm-hmm. He got 2 goals against Girona.
He's had a goal
or Osasuna.
He's had a goal involvement in every single Champions League game this season.
But he also had the 2 goals against Osasuna in the Copa del Rey. So he won him the Copa del Rey, man. I mean, with his goals. So he's made that right wing his spot.
He has.
So we'll see how the second leg goes. You know how the second leg is going to go. It's going to be Man City dominating possession.
And it's how many quality chances can Real Madrid make?
That, and how many can Man City make? They didn't make a whole lot in that game.
And Haaland was... Ederson had more touches than Erling Haaland did.
Haaland was a non-factor in this game at the Bernabeu in the first leg.
Again, credit
to Rudiger.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's get to the Derby della Madonninna. AC Milan, Inter Milan on the 10th of May. Man, we thought this one was going to be fun to watch and close, and it was not.
It was a little close. Not quite as probably close as we thought.
I said a Milan team would win it. The Milan team did, but it wasn't the one I picked.
You picked the team in red, man. Yeah.
I picked the team in red. They were on fire. They've been doing good. I didn't realize they hadn't scored a goal against Inter all year.
And you know what team is even more on fire? The team in blue.
Inter Milan. You picked them. They won. Big factor in this one, though.
No.
Rafael Leao.
Yeah, no, Rafael
Out for
Leao.
this game. Huge blow.
He was out injured.
It only took 7 minutes for Inter to score. And Dzeko rolling back the years. Sublime first-time volley off of a corner kick. And it was a laser into the top corner.
It was, but it was an interesting one because he was Davide Calabria was marking him, and he just grappled. They were grappling, honestly.
He just stuck his foot out and redirected it, but man,
he reached around him and out-muscled him, wanted that ball more, whatever you want to say. He got to that ball.
Old man strength.
It is that old man strength. I'm waiting for that old man strength to kick in on me, but he got there before Calabria, man, and what a finish. What a beautiful finish.
What a finish. Speaking of beautiful finishes, Inter doubled their lead.
They did.
On a counter after some, I would argue, some poor defending. Yeah. Federico DiMarco made a lung-busting run down the flank, only to cross it through to a trailing Henrik Mkhitaryan.
Another, was he 34?
He's 34.
He's our age.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I know. Seems like he's been around for ages.
He has.
Also, Ed Dzeko, 37,
Oof.
by the way. Yeah.
Experience showing
and, all it took was Mkhitaryan to get the ball, collected it, put it right over Magic Mike.
That first touch, though, man.
Oh, what a touch.
He took out like two defenders in that first touch.
A little deep, took it across his body. Yeah. Poor tracking from Sandro Tonali, but I think it was a poor defensive effort from the entire Milan squad.
It was. You kind of saw Teo Hernandez try to get to him. I will say he did have an outside player that he had to mark. But it was, Sandro Tonali didn't follow him.
But that was a wide open gap in the center defense.
Very big wide open gap.
It was huge. Like, I probably could have driven a semi-truck down.
But 2 goals within 11 minutes?
Yeah. Could Milan come back? I don't think so. Yeah. Inter were given a penalty on the 31st minute after Simon Char was judged to have tripped Lautaro Martinez.
Psych.
VAR.
Psych.
To intervene and reverse the call. This is what VAR should be about.
Was it a PK for you?
No, not at all. It was the lightest contact I've ever seen.
It
was almost like Tomari got kneed in the face.
So here's what I'll say about that play. It was a fantastic play with Lautaro Martinez. He took them both out.
100%.
He took both those defenders out. And you saw Simon Char kind of put an arm out. A little contact there on the chest, ribs, cage, whatever you want to say.
Not enough.
But not enough to go down. No. It was more like a pat on the side there.
The chest, like, hey, good turn. It was good.
It was.
Yeah.
Correct call.
In this game, Milan was shambolic on defense. The whole game.
Milan were shambolic everywhere, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that first half, they were shambolic in defense. Did they create anything going forward? No.
Not at all.
It didn't help. They didn't have Rafael Leao, and then Benacer went out injured in that first half, which definitely doesn't help them. So I'm curious if hopefully they're both back for the second leg to make it more interesting.
God, I pray. Otherwise, it's going to be a blowout, my friends. The gap between Milan's midfield and defense was gaping all game, and it was prevalent after Benacer got hurt.
Especially.
There was a huge gap, and Milan made it look so easy for Inter.
The second half was a little closer. The second half, I almost feel like Inter stopped trying almost. Like it was more game management mode, it seemed like. So. And, AC Milan had their chances. Sandro Tonali hit the outside of the post on a nice low drive.
Inter had theirs too.
They had a couple, don't get me wrong, they did.
I forget how to say his name.
Shalanoglu?
Yeah. He hit the post, which would have been an amazing goal.
Oh, in the first half.
Yeah.
That would have been a golazo.
Yeah. But it could have been 3-4, 5.
It could have been 3-4-0, yeah.
If they kept pressing, it would have been. Because that's how bad Milan's defense was. So, with the Champions League first legs done, we got a lot to talk about, but not today. So let's get into the English Premier League.
English Premier League.
Let's
Okay.
preview the weekend. On May 13th, we have the start of the weekend with Leeds against Newcastle. Newcastle bounced back after the loss from Arsenal.
Oh, Newcastle do bounce back. Yeah, Leeds defense is not good.
No, Leeds firmly sitting in 19th place.
I am kind of predicting them to go down.
The way they're playing, I don't think Sam Allardyce could do anything to help them.
This is their schedule. They go to Man City and now Newcastle, or they host Newcastle.
Newcastle, yeah.
That Newcastle team, dude, is scoring goals.
They're so good going forward. They should have scored a couple against Arsenal.
They hit the post twice. Yeah. They should have had at least 3 or 4.
Again, we reiterate, it should have been 7-6.
It should have been something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So who are you picking?
I'm picking Newcastle.
Yeah, me too. I there's no way I can pick against Newcastle. Duh. One way and one way only.
Yep.
Yeah. Next up, we have Aston Villa against Tottenham, in which will be a feisty affair for the top European places. Tottenham sitting in 6th place, Aston Villa in 8th. I think they're only 3 points behind Tottenham.
Ooh, so win here could level them on points.
It could.
I'm gonna go with Aston Villa, man.
Yeah,
at Villa Park. Yeah, they've had a little rough couple games here. They've lost they lost their last 2. I know one was to Man United and then to Wolves.
Yeah, Wolves was their last one
against a Tottenham team that does not play well away from home.
They don't, but they've been showing some superb fight back. I mean, their draw against United, that was great in the second half.
Their loss to Liverpool.
Loss against Liverpool, that was away from home, but Anfield's much tougher to go to.
Their 1-0 win to Crystal Palace after that. Yeah.
So I'm going to pick a draw.
A draw, okay.
I'm going to pick a draw. I think Aston Villa going forward right now, after watching the last 2 games, they don't look as hot as they were before. So I think after this game, it's going to be tight. 2 games left. Villa sitting 3 points behind Tottenham. But if Brighton get a result on the weekend,
I don't think they will.
Jump above.
I don't think they will, though.
We'll see.
You know who they play, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Next up, we got Chelsea against Nottingham Forest. Chelsea scored more goals in one game than they did in the previous 2 months.
And they're going to do it again, man. I'm going for Chelsea.
Nottingham Forest have been impressive lately, though.
They beat Southampton on their last game out. And who'd they play before that? Doesn't matter. They drew.
Yeah. They did. No, they lost their game before that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Either way, Forest have been semi-inconsistent, but they're scoring more goals now.
They did do good against Southampton, but again, that's a team that's bottom of the table. This is going to be a Chelsea team that are better defensively than they are going forward.
Yeah.
So I don't think Chelsea lose this game.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm going with the draw.
Okay,
because I feel like both of them are equally as good going forward. But I think Chelsea is that bad going forward. So I'm going to pick a draw.
Okay, I'll go Chelsea. Chelsea, you get a 2-game winning streak here under Frank Lampard.
All right, that'll be the first time in Frank Lampard's career as a Chelsea manager. Next up, we have Crystal Palace against Bournemouth. This is you lose this game, you're still in a fight, I guess, technically.
Not really.
Bournemouth mostly.
Bournemouth are probably safe, man.
But
I think we figured it out. Aren't they statistically safe?
3 games left, 9 points. Yeah. Besides goal differential, so they got minus 30. Leicester City's got minus 15. So technically, they need a point.
So they're safe. They're pretty much safe. I don't think they win this game. I think Palace do. Michael Elise, Wilfred Zaha, Richa Eze, man, they're
flying high.
Roy Hodgson has them going.
He does, and what hire he was, surprisingly enough.
Again, I think it's a good hire. I honestly think they would have got the same results under Patrick Vieira.
I do too.
But might be my Arsenal bias showing through.
It's not my Arsenal bias, but it's more of they fired him before the easy part.
Yeah, they played all those top teams, and they had all the bottom teams below them, and yeah.
I think it would have been the same results. Although Elise is getting a lot more playing time under Roy Hodgson.
No, Abrici Eze is.
Both of them, yeah.
I will say Elise was getting a lot of playing time under Patrick Vieira, but Abrici Eze, I think there was a falling out between him and Vieira.
Something happened, nonetheless. So, you picking Palace.
I'm picking Palace.
I'm going to pick a draw, and that would make both teams safe, officially. Well, Palace is already safe.
Palace is already there.
Bournemouth would officially be safe after this game.
I think they're already safe, but I don't think they win that game.
statistically safe?
I think they're already statistically safe. Obviously they're not statistically safe, but they're
After this game,
they're
I
9
say,
points
I
clear.
say they are.
You think Everton or Leicester are gonna get 9 points out of these last 3 games?
Especially not Leicester.
Especially
the
not
teams they
Leicester.
have to face. Next up, we have Manchester United against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Wolves have been a thorn in Manchester United's side the last couple of years. How do you see this one going?
So Man United should win this game.
They should.
They should. And Wolverhampton,
they're off a huge win against Aston Villa.
Yeah, but do you remember the game before that?
Yeah, I do. It's Brighton. 6-0.
6-0 thumping.
Yeah.
I would like to hope Wolves get something from this game, but I'm going to go Man United. But at the same time, Man United, if Marcus Rashford doesn't score, who does? Who does score?
I don't know. It's not Wout Weghorst because he can't score a fucking goal.
It's not him.
He looks like prime Burnley form right now.
It's not Wout Weghorst. It's not really Anthony. Is it Bruno? Christian Eriksen?
Is it off of
Jadon Sancho? I don't know, man.
Well, I'm going to go with United as well. I'm going to go with the Harry Maguire game.
Harry Maguire.
Harry Maguire. Next up.
That's a bold prediction, man.
A bold fucking prediction. But I'm still going with United to win the game, whether or not I get that one right.
Okay.
Yeah. Next up, Southampton against Fulham. Southampton off a tough 4-3 loss against Nottingham Forest. Fulham, I forget who they played. But
Leicester.
Leicester, yeah.
5-3.
Convincing 5-3 win. You see anything different?
One way and one way only.
I agree. There's no way Fulham loses this game. Even if it's at St. Mary's, there's no way.
Southampton are so bad. How they drew Arsenal. What was Arsenal doing in that game, man?
Going to sleep. That's what happened.
That's what it was.
Next up, on the 14th of May. Holy crap, we're already halfway through May.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ. We got Brentford against West Ham. Brentford are good at home. West Ham are kind of on fire right now.
This was honestly the hardest game to try to pick a winner.
Yeah.
It was.
It was.
Brentford, like you said, good at home. West Ham coming off a 1-0 win against Manchester United.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with a draw. I'm going to take the easy way out, man.
All right. I'm going to go with the home team because they're that good at home. I think Brentford get a win. It's going to be narrow, but I think they get one.
Kick around the boys, Mr. Ivan Toney, huh?
Yeah, I think he pads on his stats. That's for sure.
He's had a fantastic season, man. He's over 20 goals for the season. I mean, on a Brentford team. Brentford, who's sitting in, 9th place? That's fantastic.
Yeah. And I think if he doesn't make team of the season, travesty. It's going to be tough to get him on the team of the season.
He won't make team of the season,
with the
I'll
team
tell you
he's
that.
on, with the team he's on, I think he should.
But there's a certain robot in his place.
Like 2 strikers. I think he's had a better season than Harry Kane.
Uh,
Statistically, maybe not, but with the way Brentford should
Kane,
be,
man.
and their ceiling versus Tottenham's should be taken into consideration.
I gotta go with Harry Kane.
All right, well, we'll agree to disagree, and we'll
Okay.
find out when we come out with our team of the season at the end of the season.
You're not gonna put 2 forwards in your team of the season.
I might.
You won't, though.
I might put less midfielders and defenders. We'll see. Defenders have been real sketchy lately.
You're gonna put 2 defenders back there.
Yeah, I might pull a Pep and go with 3, 5 up front. Next up, we have Everton against Manchester City. This one, for Everton, has huge implications. For City, I almost want to say equally as big.
City have to win. I mean, to solidify their title.
Yeah.
But I'm going with an Everton. This is bold. I'm going with Everton draw.
I mean, after seeing them win 5-1 over a flying Brighton team away from home, they're much better at home.
And here's why. Here's why I tell you they get a draw. So yeah, like you just said, they're flying high. Just kick the shit out of Brighton. And they're going to rely on that against Man City. Because it's going to be Brighton probably times 2. So Man City's going to have possession. They're going to dominate. And Everton's going to look to counter. But I think Man City rotate heavily for this game.
I agree.
They are going to be looking forward to Real Madrid coming midweek. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see at least 7 changes.
I think maybe 5 or 6, but
You're going to see some changes.
there will be a lot. Yeah.
And I think that might play a part in it. And that's why I think Everton can nick a draw here.
Okay. As much as I want to agree with you, I think high flying.
You hope you're agreeing with me.
I hope it's one of those. I hope you're right, but I'm going with City. They're the juggernaut.
City's
Their
a
bench
safe bet.
Is still
yeah.
better than everybody else. They're so good.
They are very good. Yes.
I
think the changes, the way Everton played their last game against Brighton, I hope they get that.
Hope and pray. Yeah, I pray that you're right, and it's not the first time. Next up, we have the big game of the weekend. We got Arsenal against Brighton. Brighton fresh off a 5-1 thumping by Everton. Arsenal off a huge, I can't emphasize how much, huge win against Newcastle. Everyone called that title race dead in the water after that game. It is not. It is live and well. Arsenal are looking back to their best. Martin Odegaard is on fire. But Brighton looked real good.
Not last game they didn't, but yes, before that they've looked.
I mean, they've outscored their opponents in the last 2 games 7-5. So
they're hit or miss, though.
I know.
Like, I mean, you saw them lose to Forest. They go and beat Manchester United, and they lose to Everton. Like, which Brighton team are you going to get?
And they beat Wolves.
And they beat Wolves. Yep. But Arsenal, man, they're flying high. They've beat Chelsea. They beat Newcastle. They had their little dip in form, those draws, and the loss to Man City.
Yeah. They got to win out. Every game is a final.
And exactly. So every game's a final for them. They're playing at the Emirates. I think Arsenal get the result. I'm going with an Arsenal win.
Arsenal away from home and Arsenal at the Emirates. I don't want to say they're 2 different teams because Arsenal has the most road wins this year.
Honestly, they're better away from home than at the Emirates.
Yeah.
They're more likely to keep a clean sheet away from home than at the Emirates.
But Jakub Kiwior, man, he has surprised me. He has been twice the player Rob Holding has been.
You know what's great about Jakub Kiwior is you don't notice him, which is fantastic for a defender because he's not making mistakes. Mm-hmm. He's not doing anything special. He's doing his job, but he's not making mistakes.
That's also what William Saliba has done all season.
I will say William Saliba had done a little bit more going forward.
Well, yeah.
I mean we haven't seen
one goal.
We haven't seen Kiwior enough, though.
But...
We saw him once in a Europa League, and then now twice in the league.
Now he's comfortable, though.
Which is good, because, again, if he can just do his job, do it quietly, not be noticed, where he makes mistakes, because that seems to be Arsenal's Achilles heel, is defenders making mistakes.
Yeah, they are their own Achilles heel.
I'm looking at you, Zinchenko, man. You've made some mistakes here defensively, and have cost some goals.
I'm going to drink that.
I mean, we saw it against Liverpool, man. That Chelsea goal, that was Zinchenko, so... As good as he is going forward, he is prone to those defensive mistakes that cost goals.
Yep. And those defensive mistakes cause Gabriel to make rash decisions, which, again, you're right. Which highlights Gabriel trying to rescue his team.
It is. He's definitely trying to, again, he has to get Arsenal out of a sticky situation, and he is prone to a rash challenge or something like that. That, again, can cost you like it did against West Ham.
Yeah. Which explains also why Granit Xhaka is such an important part of that team.
And then, honestly, it's Thomas Partey, man. He needs to raise his levels right now. End of the season, it's go time, and he's not been playing well.
Yeah, well, you got Jorginho.
He's
playing very well.
He's been playing much better than Thomas Partey. You're right.
So it's a good backup to have. Good second option. Anyways, who you picking?
I'm picking Arsenal.
Yeah, me too. I can't pick against the Gunners. I mean, yeah. And underneath this badge, there is another badge. So won't go against my heart. And I think Arsenal win out the rest of the season.
They have to.
All right, on the 15th, we have Leicester City at home against Liverpool at the King Power. Does Leicester City have any hope in stopping a violent Liverpool offense?
So it's a violent Liverpool offense. They're not the best away from home. But having said that, this Leicester team concedes goals for fun. They just let 5 against Fulham.
But they're scoring more goals.
They're scoring more goals. You're not wrong.
Liverpool's defense has been suspect this season.
You expect this Leicester team to outscore a Liverpool team, though, with Mo Salah on the other end?
No, but I'm just trying to play the role of antagonist here.
I'm going Liverpool, man.
Yeah, me too. I can try as much as I want, but there's no way I would ever convince anybody that Liverpool is not going to win this game.
I know we looked at Leicester City's schedule here coming up, and honestly, they look doomed.
Yeah.
Which is sad. I hate to see him go.
It would be probably, the first team that won a title within 10 years to go relegated.
I have no idea. I'd have to look at that
besides
stat.
maybe Nottingham Forest. Or Newcastle, I guess, in the Premier League era.
I don't think Newcastle.
I mean, they got relegated.
They got relegated, but I don't think they won a title.
They have won a title.
When?
91, I think. Anyways, let's move on to La Liga. Targo.
La Liga on the 14th, man. We got Elche versus Atletico Madrid. Atletico, man, they got one of the best players in the world right now.
Antoine Griezmann. So good.
He's so good.
He's so good.
So does the Atletico train stop, or does it keep on rolling?
It keeps rolling. Elche
I agree.
Not doing hot. They're in last place. They're in 20th. Yeah, I had to scroll down to see that.
So this is second versus 20th.
Yeah. They stay ahead of Real Madrid after this one.
I think so too. So moving on, we got on the 14th as well, Espanyol against Barcelona. And with a win, Barca clinched La Liga title.
Yep.
I think they do.
Yeah, 100%. And I think, I'm going to predict it now, Ter Stegen gets the La Liga record for most clean sheets in a season.
Ooh, against Espanyol.
Yeah. I mean, Espanyol aren't doing terrible.
No, they're doing absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
They're not doing just terrible. They're doing absolutely terrible.
And Barcelona, I mean, I don't want to go 1-0. I'm going to go like
this is a derby match.
5-0.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, before the 14th, on the 13th,
okay,
my mom's birthday, FYI.
Happy birthday, Mama.
Yeah. We have Real Sociedad against Girona.
Ooh.
Girona coming
flying high, man.
Coming off that loss in the Copa del Rey to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Or no, that's Osasuna. My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But Girona have won their last 3 games, 4 out of 5. And they're looking hot.
They are, dude.
They're all the way up to 7th.
What's that forward's name? Castellanos?
Yeah.
From New York City.
New York City FC. Can be a hot prospect for the summer.
He is. He just scored 4 against Real Madrid.
15 mil. That's a steal.
I'm going to go Sociedad, man.
Yeah. I'm going to go draw. Both teams are... Oh, one team is hot. The other one's
semi-hot.
Yeah. I just Girona's got too much going forward. So Sociedad can't score enough. I think a draw.
A draw? Okay.
Proper result.
So we also have on the 13th Real Madrid against Getafe.
Yeah.
Getafe
terrible.
Yeah, 18th place.
Yeah. Real Madrid.
Relegation zone.
They need some goals and some confidence going into playing Manchester City.
I agree, but I also think they rest some players.
100%. But I think they score a lot of goals.
Like, I don't think you'll see a Luka Modric.
No.
Toni Kroos.
You'll see a Tuchemeni in midfield with Valverde.
Almost
probably a Camavinga in midfield.
I almost want to say maybe no Benzema.
Maybe.
Would you risk Vinny?
No.
Okay.
Keep it hot for him. He's young. He can run.
He gets fouled a lot, though.
Rodrigo and Vinny. You probably play Vinny for the first half and then take him out, put Benzema
60
in.
minutes, yeah. So I'm going to go Madrid, though. Yeah.
Me too.
Madrid at the Bernabeu. Hard to bet against him.
Yeah.
You can't bet against them, yeah.
Especially against a 18th place Getafe. No.
Yes, you're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. So that's what I got for La Liga. What do we got going in the Bundesliga?
All right. In the tight race, man. It's looking fun. It's looking fun. On the 13th, we have Union Berlin against Freiburg. Freiburg has had a rough bunch of matches. I think they played Bayern Munich, Leipzig, now Union Berlin. Union Berlin's at home, man.
I'm going with a draw.
Yeah?
This is 4th versus 5th.
It is. Which is surprising because
they're both tied on points.
It feels like a week ago we were like Union Berlin. They're 2 points out of second place.
Well,
now they're in 4th.
Loss and a draw will do that.
And then RB Leipzig
winning
twice.
Instead of a loss and a draw, they got 2 wins.
5-point gap, close.
So I'm going to draw.
All right, I'm going to go with Union Berlin because Freiburg have been shit lately. I mean, their record.
They lost their last game, but
they have. But against big teams or teams that are higher than them in the table,
they beat Bayern in the DFB Pokal.
They did. They did, but it's a cup game, and Bayern probably didn't take that very seriously. So I'm going to go with an Union Berlin win.
Okay, I'm going to draw.
All right, next up we have Bayern Munich against Schalke. Schalke sitting in 15th. Bayern Munich, top of the table, 1 point against Borussia Dortmund. They need a win.
I think they do. Schalke are what? What place?
Yeah, they're 15th.
15th. So right above the relegation zone.
But they've won 3 of their last 5.
I do hope they stay above that relegation, Schalke. Oh, damn. I also hope Stuttgart do.
Yeah.
Having been to Stuttgart, I do want them to stay in, man. I took a train through Stuttgart. Looks like a pretty cool city.
Yeah.
Didn't get out of the train, but... But yeah, I'm going with, having been to also Munich,
Yeah.
I'm going with Bayern.
Bayern at home, I can't go against them. They're going to win this one. And Thomas Tuchel's finally going to get a run of form.
He needs it, dude.
Yeah.
He needs it.
Next up, we got Borussia Dortmund against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Mönchengladbach have only won 2 of their last 5 games.
Sitting in 10th
and
place.
Dortmund are fresh off scoring 6 goals in one game where everything went their way.
I'm going with Dortmund, man.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm going to go the same way.
I just want this to be a fun Bundesliga title race.
Yeah.
I do hope, honestly, Dortmund pip Bayern.
I hope so too, but I'm going to stick with my prediction.
You got to stick with it. Yeah, you got to stick with it.
And I don't think anyone pips Bayern for the title, which would save Thomas Tuchel's job.
It's on. No, I think he stays.
If they don't get the title, I think he gets canned.
I think he stays.
I think he gets canned. It's the way of the Dortmund hierarchy.
The Bayern hierarchy?
Yeah, Then Bayern would hire Dortmund's coach. Because that's the way of the Dortmund hierarchy.
So when Dortmund win the title, Tuchel gets Bayern to hire Dortmund. Okay.
100%. Yep. And I don't even know who their coach is anymore.
I can't remember his
Favre?
name.
Is it? I don't know. Anyways, let us know, guys. Please correct us. On the 14th, we got Stuttgart against Bayer Leverkusen. You want Stuttgart to stay
I
up.
do.
Bayer Leverkusen desperately need a win to jump up into the Europa League or Champions League places.
I hope Stuttgart get a draw, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
I kind of want to change my answer.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with draw.
All right. I'm going to go with Bayer Leverkusen win because they're on fire right now.
They are. Stuttgart played so well against Borussia Dortmund, though, when they got that draw with a man down. They're fighting. Oh, come on, Stuttgart.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to happen at all.
I don't think it's going to happen either, but I'm hoping.
You, man.
I'm hoping.
Props to you.
I'm going bold.
Yeah, well, good.
Good luck.
Going bold. Bayer Leverkusen are on fire, and they are so fun to watch.
I know they're my hot team, huh?
Speaking of your hot teams, let's go to my hot team. RB Leipzig against Werder Bremen. Could you expect me to pick anything but the same thing?
Leipzig, let me guess. Werder Bremen are no slouches, but yeah, I'm going to give it to Leipzig.
Yeah. Werder Bremen aren't any slouches, but they're still in 12th place.
They are.
RB Leipzig finally in 3rd place, where they belong. I'm going to go with...
I feel like they've been horribly inconsistent, Leipzig.
They have been so inconsistent. Oh, my God.
It's like win, 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 lose. Win, win, lose.
And lose against teams that they shouldn't lose against. But I'm still thinking they're going to win this one.
I do think they're going to win, yeah.
They're at home. They're doing well. All right. Let's switch gears. Let's go to the Serie A.
Serie A, where things are heating up for the Champions League.
Up. Let's go to the 12th of May. We got Lazio against Lecce. 16th against 3rd. Lecce desperately need, or not Lecce. Well, they desperately need points to stay out of the relegation zone, but Lazio desperately need points to get back into 2nd place.
They do.
Yeah.
I think Lazio get the job done.
I do too. They're at home. I don't see any way they don't win this game. Lecce sitting firmly in 16th. Not doing hot. They lost 3 of the last 5. 1 win in the last 5. On the 13th, we got Spezia against a trembling, if not rolling over in the grave, AC Milan.
Rolling over.
They have not been hot lately. Only 2 wins in the last 5 and fresh off a thumping in the Champions League.
I wouldn't call it a thumping, but yes, they're coming off that loss to Inter. But they're playing Spezia. Spezia's in 18th place.
No wins.
I think it continues. I don't want to say a draw because I think Milan rotate heavily as well.
Yeah.
But this goes against my better instinct. Get a little heartburn here.
Mm.
I think Milan get the win.
Well, I'm going to go with my better instinct. I think Milan are going to win. So
okay.
Next up, we got Inter, fresh off their thumping of AC Milan. More of AC Milan didn't look very good, but either way, they play Sassuolo, who have been
hit or miss,
hit or miss, and more of a upset kind of team this season.
Kind of, right?
Yeah.
I remember I got you on that one.
You did against Juventus.
Told you.
Yeah.
And then you tried to do the opposite when they were.
I got waxed.
Who were they playing?
I think it was
Inter?
Inter or Lazio, but yeah, I got waxed. Clinical. I got waxed. Clinical. Yeah.
I think Inter get the win.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not going to go Swallow again. Inter look really.
I burned them for you, huh?
Yeah, Inter look hot right now.
They look so good. They're hitting form. Perfect.
They are. I believe I saw it with their XG right now. Stat wise, they are the 5th best team in all of Europe, behind Manchester City, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and Barcelona.
I do like when they don't have the sponsors on their jersey.
No, they're classic.
And it's just the black and blue.
The black and blue classic kit. Maybe they should just put a Backstreet Boys. Throwback. Anyways, shows you how old we are.
He wanted that.
On the 14th, we got Monza against Napoli. Napoli fresh off celebrating winning the Scudetto. Anything change?
No, man, they're in no Champions League, no nothing. Might as well play their best players, pad some Victor Osimhen stats.
Monza are in good form. They've won 3 of their last 5. They haven't lost any of those games.
They have not.
And Napoli seem to be coasting because they've only won 2 of the last.
Well, they've already won the title, so yeah, I'll give it to Napoli just cause.
Okay, I'm gonna change my answer.
Gonna go draw.
I'm gonna go draw. Yeah, I think Napoli are coasting. They've won the title, and we all know what happens after you win.
I wouldn't be surprised if you got that one right.
And yeah, I just think it's what's
bound
to happen. I can't see past it. I'll be honest with you. And Napoli, I want them to win so bad. I want them to run away with the title, but
well, they already have. But we'll move on to the next one.
I meant more runaway.
More runaway.
Yeah.
Bologna
against AS Roma. Bologna are at home, and as we've known all season, they're no slouches.
Not at all.
Roma away from home, not great.
Not the best.
But they desperately need a win. They only have 1 in their last 5. Sitting all the way down in 7th. I feel like it was like 2 weeks ago they were in 4th.
Well, that's Serie A, dude.
Yeah.
That is Serie A right now, from 2nd to 8th or 9th. I guess 7th, realistically.
Yeah. I mean, Fiorentina's not that far back, but
yeah, they got to get a win. I'm going to go Roma. They got to get a win, man.
I am too. Jose Mourinho. He is the special one for a reason. I'm rolling my eyes right now because I said he's the special one for a reason, but he is.
They have to get into Europe.
They have to get into Europe. Roma not getting into Europe would be a travesty. I'm not going to lie. Last but not least, we got Juventus against Cremonese. Does Memo Ochoa pull up a heroic effort again, or does Juventus just pummel on the pressure?
But he played for Salernitana.
Well, you're right. I just wanted to mention Memo Ochoa.
I think Juve win against Cremonese. Cremonese is in 19th. Juve is in 2nd.
They beat Roma, right?
Yes, that was their first win. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. They were at home. Yeah,
no.
I don't either. Juventus, they firmly have a driver's seat in 2nd place.
So 15 points will do you again.
Yeah, I know, right? Next season, that's going to be rough.
I'm curious. So they're at 66 points. What's 66 minus 15?
51.
Yeah, they'd be in 8th.
Yeah.
Woo! Woo!
Yeah. Anyways.
Moving on.
We got some news. News. Premier League released VAR audio on TV for the first time starting on the 15th of May. That's pretty exciting.
About damn time.
Yeah. I've been waiting for it all season, and they're going to release even the games they fudged up. Apparently, fans will get the chance to hear VAR discussions in the Premier League for the first time as part of a TV pilot led by Howard Webb.
All right, the guy in charge.
Yeah. He was appointed in the role in December, but man, has he done a good job in canning people that don't do a good job.
Good.
So the first stage of this whole broadcast will be to acknowledge the major errors when they occur, such as Brentford's equalizer against Arsenal, which I'm going to say right now, Arsenal would be in first place if it hadn't happened.
Click on the table. Let me see. They'd have 2 more points.
First place.
They would be.
Yeah.
And
then
then Man City has a game in hand.
Yeah.
But
and
yes.
then the failure to award a penalty for Brighton at Tottenham Hotspur.
Foul against Matoma.
Put Brighton above Tottenham.
Also, what about that one against Crystal Palace?
I wasn't a part of the article or the report, but I think that should be a thing.
That was a terrible one, yeah.
It was terrible. So they're working towards... Terrible! Thank you, Charles Barkley. They're working towards releasing the VAR audio because FIFA finally permitted them to do so. Gonna be things like the MLS does, which is fantastic, by the way. They're gonna release it the Monday after the fixtures happen, not during.
So I guess
Thoughts?
My only thought is, so when they make these bad calls, now we can really harp on these referees by the stupid shit they say?
Yep, 100%. And we see how incompetent the VAR referees are. And I still stand by my thought of they should have former players in the VAR booth, not referees.
Dude, when you draw lines in the wrong place, when it's an obvious foul that's not given, like how
former players know what goes on the field.
How are they going to defend this?
No.
So what's the defense for drawing the line in a wrong place for that Arsenal Brentford goal?
A wrong camera view.
A wrong camera view against the Crystal Palace. Like, what's their defense against that? How do you... Like, what's the audio going to be? Oh, shit.
I missed that.
Like, that's what it's going to be. But at least now we can point the finger at someone.
I'm fascinated to hear what it's going to be, and I'm very excited to watch the first one on the 15th.
That'll be good.
Let's switch gears. This one's going to be fun.
Ooh.
This is going to be fun, guys. We're going to go with our top players over 30 years old, and I'm not including myself in this one. So,
number 278.
I was going to go with 582, but that works.
I'll give you 200, man.
Give me some credit. Let's go with our top players over 30. We're only going to do 10 of them. I'm sorry, guys. We could have picked a lot more.
Oh, there were so many more.
So many. Targo, let's go back and forth from 10.
Okay.
You go first.
So my number 10 is Neymar.
Whoa.
I noticed you didn't have him in your top 10.
I was going to mention that after.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
But, dude, he's 31.
Yeah.
He only had 20 appearances this year because
he's hurt.
He's hurt. He's injured. But he's still double digits for goals and assists.
Well, when your front three is Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar, it's kind of hard not to get 13 goals and 11 assists in a farmers league.
I'm just saying, I'm looking at some of your players on your list, and I'm thinking, Neymar, double digits and goals and assists.
Fair.
So he's my number 10.
Okay.
He has 13 goals, 11 assists, and is out for the rest of the season.
No, only 20 appearances out of probably a possible, 50?
But look at that, though.
He's at 37, so...
So, okay, 24 goal contributions and 20 appearances. That's fantastic.
Pretty good.
I don't care who you are. That's fantastic.
Pretty good. My number 10, Thibaut Courtois.
That low?
Yeah. I'm sorry, he's had his gaffes this season. He's also only 30.
He is only 30,
yeah. He's got 26 appearances, 24 goals against, and only 9 clean sheets.
He's in the Champions League semifinal.
Yeah, but that's not because of him. Well,
okay.
A couple of games, maybe, but most of it not because of him. Number 9.
My number 9, Luka Modric.
How is he that low?
He's 37.
Low.
He's 37. He's got 28 appearances. He's got 4 goals, 3 assists.
It's not what he contributes to goals. It's what
he does what he does off the ball, his passes, his before the goals. I just look at my list, man, and I think there are players who do it better.
I don't think so. Luka Modric, one of the best players in the world, and he's 37. Just saying.
Okay.
My number 9, Sadio Mane.
I don't know how you have him even on your list.
Because he's amazing.
What has he done this year?
Nothing, because he sits on the bench.
Zero.
He is amazing. I love him.
Nothing.
I love him so much. And this is a personal pick, not a
He has
stats.
done nothing.
I love him.
I wish you had your stats by there, because it'd be a big goose egg.
No, it's not. He scored a couple of goals, had a couple of assists. He's been hurt.
So I guess I'll preface. I did base my list mainly off this year, what they did in the league.
Yeah, I've been going off of the last maybe 5 years.
Yeah, if you do 5 years, then your number 1 is definitely off.
Yeah, I know. But for Sadio Mane, it's...
If you do 5...
Sorry, not 5. Maybe last year.
Because he's only 31, so I guess you can only judge off 2 years.
2 years. 2 years. He had a fantastic season.
At Liverpool, yeah.
Yeah.
But this year, that's why I'm going off this year. Sadio Mane, not on my list.
All right.
My number 8, Thibaut Courtois.
Yeah.
So he's not too much above yours.
No.
But I feel like he deserves the respect, being the best goalkeeper in the world.
No.
He was.
He was.
You put him on your team for best goalkeeper in the world.
Was. Yes.
He is the best goalkeeper in the world.
Was the best keeper.
And so he's my number 8. Don't get me wrong, his stats don't show it this year.
He was the last best goalkeeper.
In 2022, he was the best goalkeeper in the world.
Well, that's last year.
He was still...
We're almost halfway through this year.
Well, that was still this season.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, he's my number 8, Thibaut Courtois.
Okay. My number 8, Karim Benzema.
You're smoking crack, dude. He's number 8?
Yep.
How is he number 8?
21 appearances, 17 goals, 3 assists. It's because of the fact that he doesn't show up to half the games and scores hat tricks all the fucking
So in 21 appearances, he has 20 goal contributions, and he's number 8.
And he has almost as many hat tricks as Erling Haaland.
And he's number 8?
Because he doesn't score every game, but when he scores a lot. He's lazy as shit.
You're on always in the
right place.
He's number 8?
It's only because of the players above him and how highly I rate them. So.
No.
Yes.
No.
Number 7.
Number 7. My number 7 is Casemiro.
Yeah.
Guy's been a revolution since he showed up to Man United.
I love the way he plays.
So he's 31 years old, 24 appearances.
Yeah.
He's got, the numbers for goals.
He's a defensive midfielder. You don't need to mention.
Yeah, he's got 2 goals, 3 assists.
He's so good, though.
But what he has done for Man United is basically transformed them.
They would suck.
Where would they be without Casemiro? That should be a whole conversation right there.
Probably below Aston Villa.
I was going to say right below Brighton, but somewhere around there. They wouldn't be in a Champions League spot without Casemiro, I don't think.
100%.
We've seen he's gotten so many red cards this season.
More than his entire career.
And you see how Man United plays without him in that midfield.
Run through.
But, okay, so that's my number 7. Let's hear yours.
Luka Modric.
Can't believe you have Luka Modric above Benzema.
Yeah. It's more because of what he does on the ball. He reminds me of a smaller, tinier Andrea Pirlo. He dictates everything that Real Madrid does when he plays. And he is that offensively and defensively. It's not stats that Luka Modric does.
No, don't get me wrong. It's not stats with him.
He still led a Croatia team way further than they should have gone in the last World Cup. Karim Benzema didn't even play because he didn't want to play for France.
He got injured.
He could have came back.
He got injured.
I'm going home.
The coach wouldn't let him.
I don't blame Didier Deschamps. He's got an ego that spans the entire Bernabeu. Anyways, Luka Modric, my number 7.
Okay, so number 6. My number 6 is, I'm guessing, your other goalkeeper you rate very highly, Marc-Andre Ter Stegen.
Best goalkeeper in the world, because he's ranked above your other one.
He is.
You said is the best goalkeeper.
He was
weird.
Voted the best goalkeeper.
Weird.
Or I guess in the team of the season, whatever it is.
He was for last season.
Ter Stegen.
Combine last season with this season, this man is above all goalkeepers.
This season, that's why I have him above him, because he's been fantastic. Marc-Andre ter Stegen. He is 31 years old. He's got 33 appearances. Only 10 goals conceded, man. That's
and he's
ridiculous.
almost got as many clean sheets as he is years old.
He has 25 clean sheets. Not quite.
It's insane.
25 clean sheets, but 10 goals conceded. That's what gets me, man.
If you look on paper at that Barcelona defense, there's no way in hell that he should have 25.
Not at all. Not at all.
Why he's the best goalkeeper in the world.
He has been fantastic this season, yes. I don't doubt that.
My number 6 is Robert Lewandowski.
Again, can't believe you have him that low.
I know, he's 34 years old, 29 appearances, 19 goals, 6 assists. It's more because he's dropped down a couple gears in the last season. He's not the man he was at Bayern Munich.
So, okay, he's played 24 games. He's got 24 goal contributions.
29 with 24. But yes.
29 appearances, sorry.
Yes.
29 appearances, 24. It's even better.
Yeah.
That's still really good.
It is really good. It is really good.
If you saw Gabriel Jesus with those numbers, you'd be saying best player in the Premier League.
No.
Next to Erling Haaland.
Maybe. Maybe. But it's Robert Lewandowski is not the same player he was a year ago.
No. It's again, he went from Bayern Munich to Barcelona.
Which, with the players on the field, should be around the same. But he's not.
They're still in first place.
They are.
Winning La Liga.
They are. But I think that's more because of the pitfalls of teams below them than Barcelona themselves.
I think it's honestly their defense. Barcelona's defense.
It's Marc-Andre ter Stegen.
I think it's their defense, yeah.
That's why he's higher than Robert Lewandowski in my rankings.
Okay.
Next up, number 5.
My number 5, Antoine Griezmann.
I'm surprised you have him that low with how highly you've spoken of him this season.
It's only after the World Cup. Pre-World Cup.
That's half a year.
Pre-World Cup.
Half a year.
He was not flying like he is now. They got that new contract where he can play more than a half an hour in a game. But yeah, Antoine Griezmann, man, he's got 32. He's 32 years old. He's had 33 appearances. He's got 13 goals and 12 assists.
Yeah.
He's on fire.
I would go with majority of those have been in the last 3 months.
So honestly, if this was since the World Cup,
yeah, you probably go more with my rankings than yours.
Probably. Like, honestly, out of all the players in the world since the World Cup, he's probably number 3.
Yeah, I agree.
He's probably number 3 in the world.
But my top 3 are
since the
probably those 3 minus Erling Haaland.
Okay.
So the top 4 minus Erling Haaland. So.
Okay, so let's hear your number 5.
Marc-Andre ter Stegen.
Killed it.
The man is on fire. He's the best goalie in the world. He's only 31. He's got like 5 years ahead of him. I'm not going to say he's going to get better, but he ain't going to get worse.
So I want to argue with you, but I can't.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he should have been Germany's number 1 for honestly the past 3-4 years.
I wouldn't go that far, but at least the last 2.
I would say the past 3-4.
At least the last World Cup.
I have been high on Marc-Andre ter Stegen for a while.
I have been
over
too,
Manuel Neuer.
It's more of the way that Manuel Neuer plays and fits into the system that Germany plays.
It's more, honestly, the guy has... It's almost the politics of it.
No, well, I mean, that's all... I mean, we had a full episode on politics of national teams. I'm just saying.
But it's almost like the politics of it, the little foothold he had, unless he's injured, he's going to start. And I feel like literally almost any other national team, ter Stegen starts.
No, literally every national team, he starts. Besides maybe Belgium. Because they have politics towards Courtois.
But yeah, okay, so that's your number 5.
Yep.
My number 4, Karim Benzema.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly, I don't blame you for putting him that high. But I couldn't because of the way he acted around the World Cup. France would have won the World Cup if he played. Probably. I love King Giroud, King Oli, but it's not the...
I don't think it would have, man.
It's not the comparison that Benzema makes, where he's a fucking F1 and Giroud is a go-kart. That's a fucking awful comparison.
No.
It's his ego that kills him.
Well, for one, it was Deschamps, man. He didn't want him back. And second, he was coming back from a long-term injury. And you think he would have made a difference playing on that field? The way Argentina played in that first half? No. Argentina dominated that game for 70 minutes.
Yeah.
So no, I
I'm not
disagree
saying
with you.
Argentina wouldn't have won. I think he would have made a difference.
Maybe, but again, with him coming off an injury, not being game fit,
It's again the reason Deschamps didn't let him back is his ego. That's it. Could have been on the bench. It's like a super sub.
No.
Does it all the time for Real Madrid.
I disagree with you. I don't think he makes much of a difference. Mbappe was the guy for France, not Benzema.
He was, but Benzema would have been a better hold up forward than Giroud is for Mbappe, the way that Mbappe runs.
I disagree with you there, too.
You see all the saves that were made from Mbappe's shots? Benzema would have been there to finish every single one.
I don't think so, man.
Anyways.
I don't think so.
Moving on. Number 4, I have Casemiro. Only because of the way he has revolutionized Manchester United.
He has revolutionized them, 100%.
100%. The way he did that for Real Madrid and then did it for Manchester United. If Manchester United doesn't have Casemiro, they are half the team.
Is he top 3 summer signings?
I would say probably. I got to go look back on the fee they paid compared to the difference he's made. There's been a lot of very good signings this season, and the fact that Haaland was signed.
Obviously, Haaland's number 1.
Yeah. But there's been quite a few really
maybe
good Kvaratskhelia for $10 million. I mean, come on, it's a no-brainer. He might be the best.
Well, I'll give it
money.
How about this? Top 3 in the Premier League.
100%. Yeah, 100%. Okay.
All right, so off to number 3.
Yep, number 2.
We're on number 3.
Number 3.
Robert Lewandowski.
Yeah.
Guy's 34 years old.
He's a stud.
He has 29 appearances, 19 goals, 6 assists.
I'll be honest with you. I could have switched my number 4 my number 8 through number 4, interchanged them, and it would have been the same.
Yeah, dude, I don't know how you didn't get Robert Lewandowski up there, man.
It could have been, any of them could have been number 4. Any of them could have been number 5, number 6, number 7, or number 8. I had such a hard time picking.
It was difficult. Yep.
So,
but yeah, guys, I mean, he's a goal scorer. That's what he does. He scores goals.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where he's at.
And the amount of muscle he's put on since he turned 30 is insane. Just saying.
I know. I need some of that muscle, Robert.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it's the German beer. Honestly,
he's in Spain now, so
we haven't drank enough.
It's the paella now in Germany, or not in Spain.
He had the muscle when he left Germany. So I think it's a German beer. So we got to drink more of that. That's the key.
That's the key. German beer. German beer.
The key.
All right.
More protein in it.
So let's hear your number 3.
My number 3 is Antoine Griezmann. I think he's been on a tear mostly after Mbappe got named captain of France. I think that's his trigger. He's been pissed off. Like you said, the contract signing where he doesn't have to play less than 30 minutes a game, that affected all his stats this season.
The beginning, yeah.
But he's been so good all season, even with coming on as a sub. When his team needed him, he's been there. But since he's signed that contract, I think he's been in the top 5 players in the world, let alone over 30.
Since the World Cup?
Yeah, since he signed the contract.
I'll give you since the World Cup, yeah.
Since he signed the contract.
I don't know when he signed a contract.
I think it was after the World Cup, but yes.
So since he got back from the World Cup, yes.
Yeah.
But previous World Cup,
you can only do so much playing less than 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, 100%. Don't get me wrong. And I agree, he's been fantastic. I do think you have a couple spaces too high, but I agree, he's been fantastic.
Okay. Number 2.
My number 2 is Kevin De Bruyne.
Okay.
And I'm going to have a conversation with you after you name your number 1.
Okay. You have the league stats on there, not all competitions, by the way.
I do, league. Yes, I'm going off the league.
There is their all competition stats.
Yes, but even your all competition stats is off.
I just wanted you to, if you're going to say the stats.
So this is for the Premier League. He has 30 appearances, 7 goals, 16 assists.
Mm-hmm. Pretty effing good.
Yeah, 19 goal contributions and 30 appearances. I won't disagree. He's probably the best midfielder in the world. He showed it against Real Madrid. He showed it against Arsenal. I'm going
to quote the king.
Okay.
King.
Quote him.
Thierry Henry. Kevin De Bruyne is a magician and the most inventive midfielder in the history of the world.
Okay. I still think there's a player better than him.
Okay. I'm just stating what Thierry Henry said. I didn't say he was the best or second best, any of that. He's not my second, but yeah.
Let me hear your second.
Lionel Messi, 35 years old, 37 appearances, 20 goals, 19 assists in all competitions. In the league, he has 15 goals and 15 assists.
Okay.
And 28 appearances. It's Messi. It's what we've known from him for the longest time. But I think with the addition of Erling Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne has upped his game 2 or 3 levels, and the way that Pep Guardiola has let him go free to do whatever he wants on the field has turned him into a completely different player, and he has supremely impressed me this season, which is the only reason why I have him ranked above Lionel Messi. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your number 2 is my number 1, Lionel Messi.
We just interchanged. It's fine.
And so here's why I will tell you you're wrong. First off, you're a coach of a team and you have a player.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, hey, you have these 2 players at the end of the season. One will get you 7 goals and 16 assists. The other will get you 15 goals and 15 assists. Which one are you picking?
You're right. I will probably
Which
pick the
one
15
picking?
goals and 15 assists. Yes.
He has more goal contributions
Yes.
and less appearances.
Yes.
He has 28 appearances in Ligue 1, and he's got 15 goals and 15 assists. Duh. He is the best pick. Duh.
In Ligue 1.
It doesn't matter.
Premier League.
If you're a coach and I tell you...
The Premier League is 3 times the league that Ligue 1 is.
But, no, dude. So
Yes.
Lionel Messi is having to do this by himself. KDB is feeding Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
Imagine if
Messi's feeding Kylian Mbappe and Neymar.
Neymar's
for a
been
while,
hurt for...
But still Mbappe.
I'm just saying, man, if you look at their stats, it's Lionel Messi. The stats show Lionel Messi
Flip a coin for me, and either one could be my number 1, but I'm picking how much Kevin De Bruyne has impressed me this season.
If you'd have told me 2 seasons ago, if you look at his stats, they're more impressive. Kevin De Bruyne's.
Yeah.
He had 20 assists in a season. He tied Thierry Henry's record.
27 right now. In all competitions.
He's got 25.
But he has more goals than he did that season.
This year, yes, but he has less assists.
But the way he's led that Manchester City team, especially...
I'm just saying, guy, if you can get 15 goals and 15 assists in 28 appearances...
I understand. You go with 39 goal contributions versus 37. I'm going to pick 39.
Duh.
Which is Messi. Yes, I understand this. I'm just saying...
And he's 5 years older.
This is just over 30. This is not...
He's 35.
5 years older competition. It's 4 years older. But anyways, what do you guys think?
4 years, sorry.
What do you guys think? Please let us know.
Messi or Kevin De Bruyne?
Who is crazy? It's probably me because I'm always the crazy one.
I don't know, man. I'm drinking 11.5% beer here, so it might be me.
Yeah, I'm drinking an American beer, which makes me crazy. So, anyways, let us know what you guys think. Who's got the better top 10? Would you rank them any differently? I mean, we both have completely opposite, essentially.
Pretty much.
30 top.
We have some honorable mentions as well. Thiago Silva in there, Sergio Busquets, Zlatan,
Kieran Trippier,
N'Golo Kante,
Angel Di Maria.
After that World Cup,
You could probably go with a list of like 30 players.
Probably could.
But picking the top 10 was hard. So how would you guys do it?
How would you guys do it? Let us know on our Facebook, Instagram. Make sure you check out our Instagram. We've been posting all the Champions League goals on there, so you can check them out. You can get our reactions to these games. So you guys don't want to miss that. Check out our Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Redbubble. Don't want to miss that out. Help us keep doing this. We appreciate it. On that note, man, love you.
Love you.
See you next time. Cheers.